Hello guys, this is Kieran, welcome to another video. In this video I'm doing a Copycat's Wonderful World tutorial. In the last video we built the animal pens, as you can see right behind me, and they're all good. I still have no animals in there, I'm not spawning them in, but I did show you in the last video what animals to get and how many to do. So yeah, anyway, in today's episode we're going to be building Tigger the cat's house. So what we want to do is find the middle of this area, which it should be on the 8th and 9th block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And then we want to do a 2-block path out of oak planks there. And then what we're going to do is place 2 black wool right behind it like that. And then we're going to do 2 black wool to the left and right of this. So it's now a total of 6 blocks long. We're then going to go from the left side, so towards Boney's hut, and we're going to do 2 diagonals. Then we're going to do a third, but make this a total of 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 2 diagonals again, and then a third one, and make it a row of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 2 diagonals, a row of 6, and then 2 diagonals, and we've made like a circle shape. So it should look like that, and you should be 1 block away from the terrain, but 2 blocks away from each path. What we're going to do now is add 2 rows of white wool on top of all the black wool we just placed. So let's break all that out. Break it all out. Place all that in. I'm only doing this in the video because otherwise this video is going to be very short. And then what we want to do is add a row of black wool on top of the 2 rows of white wool. There we go. Then what we want to do is, right at the front, we want to break these 4 blocks out for the doorway. We'll put the doorway in a second. What we then want to do is break these 2 middle blocks out on the sides and put 2 glass in each of them, including the the build at the back. So let's do that quickly. There we go. So when you're on the inside, you've got the doorway, and then you've got 3 sets of 2 windows. There we go. That is the bottom half of the house done. Now what we need to do is go up and in a block, and we want to be building this out of white wool, and we just want to kind of go all the way around the black wall but in an upper block. So we're just doing this out of all white wool. I think I already said that, I just repeated myself, but you know. So it should look like this. So you should have 1 diagonal here and these 2 diagonals there. So this should be a total of 4 on this inside part. We're then going to just keep doing the same thing for another 2 rows, but alternating between white and black. So this row is going to be black wool. So let's fill all this in here, going in an upper block again and all the way around the build. So that looks like that. And then we're going to use white wool again. So let's fill all that in. But this time it's kind of different because we should have a 2x2 area missing in the middle. So it should look like this once you've done them 3 rows. And actually what you want to do is fill this in with white wool because that's how it's going to look on the inside. And then the middle 4 blocks you just want to add some black wool there with some blue carpet on top, interestingly enough. And then what we want to do is add some torches. You just want to add torches all the way around this black wool top there. Then we want to add torches there and there on the ends of that black wool, and there on the black wool there. And we just want to do the same on all the sides. So we're going to quickly do that. And then that's virtually the outside of the build done. Well, the main part of the outside done. So there we go. That's that done. And then all what we got to do now is add a sign, and then we'll add some flowers as well. So we want to put a sign on the left side of the doorway, and you want to do 5 little stars. So I'll see if I can I don't know if I screenshot, will you see the keyboard? Okay, well I screenshotted, and I'll show you what you need to put on. I'm just trying to find the symbol. I don't know where it is. Ah, there it is. It's a little star. So there we are. I took another screenshot. Hopefully that hasn't affected the video. but you want to do 5 of them like that on the top line, and you'll do that on the bottom line too. Then you want to put Tigger's home on the second line. Well, actually, you just want to put Tigger's. And then on the third line, you want to put Wonderful. And then home. And then on the last line, you just want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars like that. So this is what it should look like. Okay, now what we're going to do is grab some flowers. So I'm hopefully not going to miss any, but you want to grab a dandelion, a poppy, a blue orchid, an azure bluet, and a oxide daisy, and a cornflower. Okay, so either side of this path you want to add poppies surrounding it like that. In this corner right here to the left of the build, you want to add a blue orchid. Right next to that, you want to do a dandelion. Pull back one and do a poppy, and then pull back one and do a azure bluet. So that's what that should look like. Feel free to pause the video. Then on this side here, so we're closest to Boney's hut, we want to add a oxide daisy right there. We want to, underneath that left side of the window, a dandelion 2 blocks away from the terrain, a cornflower diagonal to that, and then we want a poppy diagonal to that part of the grass there. On this back part here, we want to add 1 dandelion right there to the left side of the window, the first block of wall. Then in this area, we want to add a dandelion right up against the path there to the right of the window. Then we're going to add a poppy diagonal to that, another poppy diagonal to that poppy, and then a dandelion next to that. And there we go. That is all of the flowers done. So now what we're going to do, we're going to grab some stuff for the inside. So what we need first is purple wool. We're going to need dark oak doors. We're also going to need torches. We're going to grab some stone brick stairs, some stone brick slabs. We're going to grab grass block. We're going to grab gravel, which is also in this section. I always forget. And then what we also want to grab is some oak trap doors. Where are trap doors? There. And a poppy. So the first thing we want to do is dig this entire floor out, and then we're going to fill it all in with purple wool. So we just need to break all of this out. And yes, you can see a load of the rooms underneath here. The dirt room is one of the main rooms under here, and the cobblestone room. So if you've done them correctly, you should have it lined up with this edge of the home. So let's break all this out. Like that, we're going to fill all this floor in with purple wool. And that's the simple part of this almost done once we've done this. And then we've got to add a litter tray. So we're going to need to place some grass underneath the litter box. Okay, but first we're going to add the doors on right there and there. The dark oak, the double door. Okay, and then these torches want to go in each of the edges of the 6 block wall. So let's do that. Like that. And then on this black row, we just want to add 2 torches in the middle of each of them like that. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. And now what we're going to do is build the litter tray quickly. So when we come into the building, so the doors are here, we're going to turn to the right, and right in this little corner there, we're going to break that block out. We're going to add some grass block underneath it, and then add a piece of gravel there like that. Next, we're going to build a little flower pot. So where you see these back 2 windows here, we want to place a grass block underneath the right one, place some oak trapdoors on the top of the grass block, flap them down, and add a poppy. That's that done. And now we're going to build some of these tables. So if we go into the Tigger's home, turn to the right, we want to add a stone brick stair there, and then fill it in with 4 stone brick half slabs. On this front wall, we just want 2 upside down stone brick stairs either side of the doorway like that. And then on this wall where you can see Boney's hut, you just need to do the same thing you just did on that side. Okay, now we're going to grab some more interior stuff because we are missing a bit. So we do actually want to grab them stone brick stairs back. We also want to grab a oak sign. We want to grab a chest. We want to grab a birch pressure plate. We want to grab an orange bed. Where I forgot what I was doing for a second. There we go, orange bed. No, we don't want orange bed. We want orange carpet. That's why I got confused. There we go. And we want a item frame and a cooked cod. It has to be cooked. So let's grab that. Where is cooked meat? There it is. Okay, so on this back wall, we're going to go straight to the left and add a orange carpet. That's where Tigger sits. He's a ginger cat with a red collar, by the way. The personality will be shown. Actually, let's show the personality now. So you'll hear the audio right now. Okay, you would have just got that. So then you want to add an item frame on the second block high level and a cooked cod like that. We're going to add a chest right there and a chest right there, either side of the flower pot. Then we're going to face these. So when we go into the build, we want to turn to the right. We want to add a chest right there with a birch pressure plate there. And then we want to skip one block from the pressure plate and add a stone brick stair there. Then skip two to the right. And on the third one, add a stone brick stair. We're then going to add oak signs on either side of that. So let's do that quickly. There we go. And now we've got some chests to fill up. So I do have a few of these chests. I don't have the other one because there's nothing in it. But these back wall chests, there is some stuff. So we want to grab some birch leaves. We want to grab some raw cod, which is in here. There we go. And we want to grab some books as well. And then what we want to do in this chest, in the top and bottom rows, we just want to add raw fish going across there like that. So we don't want the ends there. We want to add 2 raw cod there as well on the middle row at each end. 3 books in the middle like that. And then everywhere else you just want to add some birch leaves. So that's that chest done. Feel free to pause the video. And what we're going to do now is grab a bucket of milk. So in this chest you want to add a bucket of milk directly in the middle. And then we need to place cod in these places. So we want 1 in each corner. This is all raw cod, by the way, if I didn't say that already. But we don't want 1 in the top left. We want 3 raw cod either side of the milk like that. Then we want another 3 raw cod there. But on the top left one, we need 28 raw cod. So you need to make sure you put 28 in that slot there. So it looks like that. Very weird, but that's how it is. And that is Tigger's home 100% done. We did that very fast. Seeing as we've got quite a bit of time left, we're going to expand this path here and get the terrain ready for the greenhouse. So what we want to do is, where we have this path here where it kind of bends funnily and it goes around there, we want to add another 29 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to double check that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Perfect. We're then going to grab these last 2 blocks and we're just going to drag this around here and connect it up to this path that goes down the side of the fountain and the house. And then all we got to do is literally fill this in. So we are going to add 2 blocks of grass either side of these paths. Well, I say 2 blocks of grass. We're going to drag this grass out here all the way down here until 2 blocks past this path. So we want to be here. I think I ended that in the perfect spot. I really did. Well done me. This is all going to be 2 blocks of grass here. And there is another path that goes behind these builds down here, but I'm not worried about building it yet. There is the horse stables here. So we want to drag this grass out. Wait, do we want to drag that one out? Yeah, we don't want to drag the stairs out actually. So we want to go back one and drag this one out. So in line with the last full block of grass up here. And we're going to drag this out and connect it up to this path here. Like that. And then all we got to do is basically fill all this in. And that'll be all this area ready to build the horse stables, the greenhouse, the cart station, and even the Halloween shop and stuff we can build around here now once we've expanded this terrain. So I will just fill that in outside of the video. Yeah, I'll just cut away until we've done that, but I'll just show you that off in the next video. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip over to my main world and show you some things. Okay, so we're in my main world and here is the Tigger's home that we literally just built. And here's Tigger. See, just a ginger cat with a red collar, like I said. And this is the terrain we just did. So we just did 2 blocks of grass past here. So we have all these builds that we can build. When it comes to the cart station though, I don't think I'm going to do the tracks. Like, I have the whole build done. I even have all the tracks done. That's not a problem. Like, this one goes down here and goes all the way to the lighthouse. I'm not going to show you all that. And then again, this one is not to the lighthouse, but this one is to the crazy land, and it's very long. I'm not going to show you how to do them straight away. I will eventually. I'm just going to build the build itself. Only because I'm not ready to explain how to do the lighthouse track yet. I will definitely do it. Just as of yet, no. It's going to be very confusing and I don't think I'm ready to work all that stuff out yet. So when we do the cart station, because I don't want to just leave that gap there and build all these builds around it and leave it empty until I'm ready to do it, I will just build the building with no track. But we will do it eventually. We're more likely to build the lighthouse track. It's just that I'll have to explain to make sure that everyone's got the lighthouse in the correct spot in case they've accidentally done it wrong. And that's just a lot of counting and stuff and very risky of people to do. So I don't plan to do that. But yeah, we built Tigger's home. It was very successful. We just did some more grass there. And in the next video, I honestly am torn between the mushroom farm and the police station. The mushroom farm is a very quick build. We honestly could have done it in this video, but we didn't. I don't know why I'm going down there. You'll be able to copy from the video. Not very well though, honestly. I don't show it off very well. So might end up doing the mushroom farm in the next video, just to get this area down here caught up to my world. At the moment, I know I still need to build the bee, and I haven't built anything in this since I recorded the past, like, 20 videos, I feel like. No, like, the past 10. I've been very busy doing tutorials these past 2 days. I'm just not looking forward to doing this terrain either. I'm trying to work out the best way to explain this. And there's all this water terrain as well that people will want, and I do want to do that. It's going to be a lot. I haven't built the lab either yet. But I don't want to neglect this area for ages. And we have been very busy over here. Like, we've got all this terrain done for all these builds here now. So, yeah, we might do the mushroom farm in the next video. And then I might just shove a bunch of terrain in the video as well. So we might do mushroom farm and town terrain. So I might do the terrain there, maybe for the celery break vegetable shop, and even the area for the shipyard and the school that I haven't built yet. I'm probably going to build a school next, though, honestly. I think that is next in line, and some of the builds around there. I've been trying to follow it through his videos. There is a few builds I built as exceptions, like the sandwich shop. I decided to build that early, and the new versions of the snowmaker and horse stables, because I'm sure people don't want the old version, and I want to build the fountain just because it looks nice there. But yeah, so in the next video, I guess we'll do the mushroom farm, and then we'll build a load more town terrain, and then we will actually start building some town builds. We'll probably end up building the police station, the doctor's office, maybe even some of the builds down there. So I'm going to say thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one where we're going to be tackling a bunch of terrain. So I'll see you then. Bye.